Hello? Alright, so this video is going to be a little different because I decided to dig up about a 3-year-old challenge from the Legend of Zelda fandom, because what you may or may not know is I'm actually a huge fan of Legend of Zelda. So I thought, hey, in celebration of Age of Calamity coming out on the cusp of November, why not just kind of dig into this old challenge and have some fun with it? And also it gives me a good excuse to just randomly fan over the Legend of Zelda series. So let's go and get into that.
Yeah.
What I'm doing today is I'm making a Linksona. Linksona is something that came up from the release of the 2017 Breath of the Wild Legend of Zelda game, where because it's so open-ended and you could do whatever you want, you can pretty much interpret Link to be however you want. He could play it safe, he could be absolutely crazy, do whatever, and it's just dependent on how you play the game. I originally made a different Linksona, but to be blunt, he's ugly. So I scrapped that design and made a whole new one, which is the one that you're gonna mainly see in this video. I have a very wonky relationship with the Legend of Zelda series because my exposure to it didn't initially happen through the games. I actually really didn't get to fully play the games till this year, the lovely 2020. So that's fun. All my exposure to The Legend of Zelda was from outside type of, I guess, influence. So that means, yes, I have seen episodes of the cartoon. It's okay. I can see why now people don't like it. I did play a little bit of some of the games, but it was mostly borrowing it from an old friend of mine, and I would only maybe get a solid 5% playtime of the whole thing, and the only ones I played were Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword. Most of my exposure came from YouTube Let's Plays, YouTube theories, the mangas. I own pretty much all the mangas. The one I keep up with, because the newest one, is Twilight Princess, but it just so happens to be my favorite as well, so that's okay. And a weird Nintendo coloring book where they had knockoffs of drawings and you could kind of fill it in, and one of them was Midna and Link, and I was like, oh my god. Kind of like my history with Sonic the Hedgehog, I didn't like to admit that I really liked the series because I never fully played the game. I was scared I would be accused of being a fake fan because you don't get that first-hand experience. But now that I have played 3 of the games, I can actually talk about it without feeling like I'm gonna get judged. So the games that I have played, the first one was Link's Awakening, and maybe it's a bias, but so far it's probably my favorite. Out of the 3 I've played, it's my favorite. And I heard the original is a great one, like a great game too anyways, so I'm kind of happy that I got to play the remake and get the experience. And it actually made me cry. I didn't get the secret ending, but I looked it up and I'm like, oh my god. I cried without the secret ending. You can only imagine how much emotion I felt with the secret ending. Marin and Link are very cute together. I'll get into that topic later on. Shipping is a whole new thing. The second game I played was Link Between Worlds. Also started to make me tear up. I get very emotional very easily sometimes. But I really liked the concept and the story of that game where Hilda just really wanted to save her world, and she was so desperate she was willing to destroy another. And Ravio is just kind of a funny and interesting character to me. And also the dynamic of just renting the items I really liked. Obviously with my first experience being Link's Awakening, and then the third game that I'm going to say, probably obvious, but weapons are very hit or miss, so I don't really know what to expect, but I really liked renting them out. I would usually rent them all out at once, and it would keep me an incentive to like not die, and I prefer defense and far away attacking anyway, so it made me kind of think even more strategically over how I already kind of feel about how I play the games, but then again, these are like 2D, so I don't know if it's just slightly different, because I guess my fully 3D experience is gonna completely blow everyone out of the water, because as I've been dodging around it, my third game is Breath of the Wild. I actually was given Breath of the Wild, I believe in 2018. I played maybe, I don't even know, I didn't even make it past the Great Plateau. I think I maybe did the first shrine, I don't know, but I died about 15 times, and I was like, you know what, this isn't really for me, I can't do it. And also it was just a very bad year, 2018, and in 2019 I didn't bring my Switch to school with me when I was in like college, so I didn't play it. And then of course now, after I played Awakening in Between Worlds, I was like, you know what, I want more Legend of Zelda, but I don't know if I want to buy more of the DS titles. But then I remembered, oh yeah, I have Breath of the Wild. My nephew did the lovely honor of erasing my save because he was playing around with my Switch when he was visiting, and I was like, alright, guess that makes it more of an incentive to play, because my oldest sister was like, no, what did you do to Auntie Cloudy's save? What did you do? And I'm like, oh, well, it wasn't that big of a deal, but I was like, you know what, maybe it should have been a big deal. So I picked it up, started playing it, and I really like it. I've watched a lot of theories on it and a lot of YouTube videos, but it's more like background fodder, you know, like, oh yeah, they're going off about this thing and that thing, and I've never watched any Let's Plays of it because it is open world. It's like, but I really liked it. I'm still playing it. I'm too scared to go to Ganon. I have all the Divine Beasts. I have the Master Sword. But I refuse. I'm too scared to go to Ganon. I haven't even fought any, like, Lionels. When I explore the world and I see when I bolt, I go to the opposite end. I'm like, no thank you. I even have all, like, the monster masks, and I have the Lionel one, but the description says, don't stay around too long because they're smart. And I'm like, maybe I just won't stick around in general. Is it worth it? Maybe not. I don't know. I'm too scared. And maybe I do have some ancient arrows though, and I want to like shoot an ancient arrow at one because they basically decimate the normal monsters. So I wonder if it could do the same for a Lionel. I don't know. Maybe I should save it for a Hinox, but I'm fine with fighting Hinoxes and like Taluses and all that. It's just the Lionels I'm scared of, and Ganon. But Ganon should be scary, like, you know. But yeah, I've gotten very far in Breath of the Wild. Well, I guess from the time period that I started, I've gotten very far. I have all the Divine Beasts, like I said. I have about, I think, 85 shrines down. I'm only at like 60 Korok seeds, but I guess there's like 99 of them, and I don't know if I'm willing to do that. Maybe if I get really bored. I am buying Age of Calamity, so maybe not. I don't know. And what else did I do in the game? Oh, I got the Barbarian outfit. I really like the maze, like, shrine things. Okay, I don't know if this... I really like the shrines. I heard, like, mixed things about them, but I really like them. The only ones I don't really like are, like, the test of strength ones, but that's because I'm a scaredy cat, and I don't like fighting things and losing my weapons. So it's like, oh no! My poor weapon. It's gonna be destroyed. But yeah, I don't know. I really like Breath of the Wild, and I have almost all the memories except for the one. It looks like Hyrule Castle, but I have a feeling that's in Hyrule Castle, and like I said, I'm not going there just yet. Maybe later, before Age of Calamity comes out, because it is currently the 10th, so I have 10 days. Ugh. I can only feel the pressure that Link is feeling. But my Link is wearing a blue tunic because, like I said, I value defense and fighting from far away. So bomb arrows are my favorite in Link Between Worlds and Link's Awakening. Not Awakening, but definitely Between Worlds. Fire Rod, 10 out of 10. Love that thing. I will burn everything to the ground. And I also like I put a little detail on my Link where he has a necklace that's shaped like a heart container, because I like to get as many heart containers as possible. Like in Breath of the Wild, I spent enough of the spirit orbs to get at least 2 circles of stamina, because not having enough stamina was bothering me. But I don't think I'm going to go for the 3rd wheel. I just been racking up the hearts so I can take a few hits, because I've just discovered some silver bokoblins, and that's scary, and I don't like that. So overall, that is my Link. I hope you like him. I have a Zelda Sona planned to come out, so I get to talk about Zelda. Woo! I know. But which Link is your favorite Link? I think I've made it kind of obvious, but actually Twilight Princess Link is my favorite because he was the first one I saw. But I guess my favorite is between like the hero of Twilight and the hero of Legend. Sorry, Hero Wild, you're cool too, but I don't know just yet. Maybe when your trilogy's done, I'll get a better feel for you. But so far, most of your characteristics are like stuck in headcanon zone, except for the fact that he likes to eat. That's kind of funny. So I hope everyone has a good day, a safe day, and like I said, who is your favorite Link, and what is your favorite video game, I guess, whether you've played it or not. Just tell me in the comments if you want, and yeah. See you all next time. Bye!